mostly air and mine is mostly ground, I think I could have done well still. And I just have a bunch of overlords sitting there for no reason really. So I'm going to be getting my hydras out any second now. And I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because no point in wasting your time or mine. And we can actually see that he's going to be getting an orbital command on this, which is interesting. A lot of the times they won't do an orbital command at their expansion, I find. They'll just, maybe they, no, I don't really find that they do. Anyways, we can see that he's actually going to be moving out, I guess, for another attack, maybe. We'll see. But it looks like I have a pretty good force against all those Vikings, and he doesn't, again, he's coming in with a small army, which I can take seems like I could keep taking that on. So, again, I destroy that in a second. And I probably, like, looking at his force, it probably would have been good right now to run in. He's probably, he's got about, oh, see, he just put actually his supply depots up, so it's actually going to be really hard for me to get in there, but maybe it would have been a little bit easier if I had those hydras, since they have that extended range. And here we go, here's my little changeling. I have no idea, he just got lost and couldn't find his way back home. So you can see that here I just sent over 4 Zerglings, and as to scout this expansion, see if he's expanded, and I'm now going to be going and destroying those rocks at the back of his base. So we can see now that I'm actually going to be getting an infestation bit. I'm not going to use infestors this game, but what I'm going to actually try to do is get a layer, and I'll be getting a layer down here since, wow, he has so much in production right now. Veering off course, he's going for, looks like siege tanks and getting that siege tech, and he's actually doing lots and lots of upgrades right now. And I'm not doing so many upgrades as he is. I'm just going for more army right now. And, but looking at my minerals though, look, I almost have 3,000 minerals. Oh, I was gonna say, I should have probably expanded, but it looks like I actually did expand. Now, if you're a Zerg player in this situation, would you send out, your army over here and, protect that base? So you're looking at what he has right now. He doesn't really have a lot. But it looks like he's actually gonna be pushing out too. So maybe he's noticed that base that I was destroying, and my Zerglings have almost destroyed the back of his base. So I'm going to be getting a greater spire because I'm going to try to do some broodlords. I know that he has Vikings, but I assume that he wouldn't make any more Vikings, but he still has quite a few, so that's not going to be too great against those broodlords. So over here you can see my base right there is a little oversaturated still, and I actually am quite ahead on harvesters still by about 4, so I should be doing well this game. And I guess he's just gonna sit over there, see if, I don't know what he's gonna do out there, why he sent his guys back. Oh, maybe just to get back in line and get everyone together. That is a big force, looking at army. Actually, mine is quite bigger. Not that quite bigger, but he's actually gonna be putting an expansion right there. I guess this is a very popular spot to expand, because that's where I find everybody expands. It looks like he's just actually, he sees my creep, so he probably is assumed. And he just wipes my hatchery out in like a millisecond with that stem pack. Oh, it makes it so... I'm so annoyed by it, how fast he killed that. And here's my ball of force, which is actually really... It's actually a lot bigger than his right now. Since I got those... I have 4 broodlords right now, so those broodlords will be great, except not so much against the Vikings. And looking at production, I'm actually going to be getting those adrenal glands to make my speedlings just a little bit more effective. And I'm trying to slightly... It's really hard to maneuver these, maneuver the broodlords because they're so slow. So it's either, like, he actually was good there. He pulled me back, and he attacked me quite well. I didn't have enough. But the hydras aren't great against the siege tanks. So I probably should have gone for something other than hydras. Especially, I should have probably targeted those Vikings and not lost my broodlords. So we can see that now. I'm just going to be getting Zerglings because I'm not really sure what to get. I need to expand. I have tons and tons and tons and tons of minerals, but my expansion, I just couldn't get it up because he killed it too fast. So I'm going to be trying to expand right here and seeing how that goes. And we see that he's actually going to be getting a Raven out, so I guess he's just going to be a little bit protective and make sure that I'm not going for any burrow, which I was actually considering to going for a burrow, but I'm kind of happy that I didn't now. So you can see that he's actually made this into a planetary fortress, and I really, really dislike the planetary fortresses because it is actually very difficult to battle those, especially if all those SCVs are repairing at the same time that you're trying to kill it. So it's either you could kill the SCVs but then lose a lot of guys, or you can try to kill this, but it would just take a lot longer. So I'm not really sure what I would do in that situation. What do you guys find that you do? Sorry, I'm talking really fast, but do you guys find that you attack the SCVs before going for the planetary fortress, or will you just go for the planetary fortress on its own? So he was able to actually scan and see that I got that hatchery up, and I just got it up and he destroyed it. So I am just so frustrated right now. My minerals are just dwindling. I have nothing. I need a hatchery with minerals and I can't get one. So I ran some Zerglings in the back, tried to do some damage, and I killed off quite a bit of his harvesters. As you can see, I'm about 20 ahead, and I'm just gonna, he ran his force over there, so I'm gonna run my force over here, and I'm not really sure what to go for because I'm trying to go for the planetary fortress, but it's really hard when all those SCVs are killing it, and I lost a lot of guys doing that, so I really just didn't know what to do there, and I tried to run back, and I was praying that he wouldn't attack right now. So at this point I'm thinking, hell, look at that, 3,000 minerals and 2,000 gas. Let's go for some Ultralisks, because I have no idea what to do at this point. So Ultralisks it is, but he's actually marching pretty close to my base, and I can see this because of my creep, and I was thankful. I'm really happy that I expanded my creep this game and actually kept a good amount of drones, but look at that army. Looking at army size, you wouldn't want to see it. It's pretty scary. If he just came in right now, he would totally dominate, but I have, how many do I have on the way? I have 11 Ultralisks on the way, so hopefully those guys can save me. We're going to see here, he's actually set up his tanks right outside my base, so I guess he's going to try to pull me out, but I'm not going to want to fight in that choke, because it's better for a Zerg player to surround the Terran or Protoss. And we can see here that he's actually now going to maybe try to move in, but look at that. I love Ultralisks. They look awesome. I so want that reward picture. So let's slow this down. Look at those guys chomping out on all of those Marines and Marauders, and their favorite choice of meal is the tanks, and they blew up in literally a second. So I see that I have an advantage right now, and I'm going to be trying to go for this expansion. Looking at army size, actually he's still ahead on army size, but I don't know where it is. Like, I guess that's his army, but he can't even do anything with that. Now in this situation, I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I go for the planetary fortress? Because this is the only place where his SCVs are. So I'm going to be trying to kill this off, but now all his SCVs, like, well, they're not healing it yet, but so close to, like, getting it. Look at it! And I don't know what, it was terrible. He put his Vikings down and attacked me with them, and I lost all 4 Ultralisks, so I probably shouldn't have done that. And now I'm trying to go for an expansion again up in this left corner, because you can see that I've actually have 35 minerals. I am really low on minerals, and all I have in production is Zerglings, because I can't really afford much else. I just don't know what to do about these planetary fortresses. They're so frustrating. What do you guys use against these? If you saw what I was battling against, leave that in the comments, and I'll use that advice next time in this kind of a battle situation. So I'm just gonna, I guess, run my Zerglings around, maybe go into the back of his base over here. I'm not gonna go into this base because that damn planetary fortress. Oh, it is so frustrating. Looking at income, I'm like have 20 more harvesters than he does, but I can't even do anything with them because I haven't even got a base. And look at, he's actually gonna, I don't know how he keeps spotting my bases, but he's gonna come over and try to kill this, but I'm gonna cancel it before he can take my 300 minerals because I really don't have much. See, he's got tons of money right now. He's almost at 900 money, and I have 400. Well, I really only have 100 because the other 100's to use on a base. And we can see here that I'm actually trying to attack his force from the back. I actually ended up killing that what was it called? What are those things called? That command center. I ended up killing that command center, but I guess I really didn't need to because it wasn't really worth it in the end. So here we can see his force is actually pretty large. Look at my force. It is so sad. If he comes in right now, I am just doomed. I really, really, at this point, need an expansion. And I don't think that I'm going to get one because I keep expanding and nothing happens. What I probably should have done with these guys is I probably should have just, you know, I'm not going to be able to expand, so why not just make a bunch of spine crawlers? But I didn't, and this is just where I'm doomed. I have nothing else left. So I good gamed, and so does he. So that's the game, and it was definitely a long game. But it was a little disappointing because I tried so hard and lost. But if you guys can leave some comments about what you think I could be doing better, that would be great, because this was such a hard battle to lose. You know, when you put so much time into a game and you don't want to lose all that time that you just spent, but then you do. That's what happened to me today. So I'll see you guys in a couple days.